Season 2 of NBA 2K26 has arrived.
Play games at the all-new rooftop park all season long, City Heights. With a 25% rep bonus available in all park games, this is the place to be.
And with the new NBA season arriving, it's time for Daily Pick'em. Located right next to the 2K TV kiosks, you can predict winners for NBA games and earn VC for correctly doing so. There's a lot of lifetime challenges to check off as well.
You'll want to reach level 40 to earn yet another cap breaker for your builds. And along the way, you'll see Max Plus 1 and Max Plus 2 badge perks to help you get there.
The rotating badge perk this season is Takeover Surge, which you can use to boost badges when you reach level 5 Takeover.
Season 2 also provides
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Guard spots filled. And Jerome. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Kuzma and at the small forward position. And for Denver, inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Mr. Clutch out there with Murray. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Taking a look at Denver. They are clearly the favorite team in this series, and I guarantee they got their sights set on a bigger prize than just getting through this round.
That can be dangerous, though. It's fine to focus on an overall goal, but a team can't get caught looking past any opponent in the playoffs.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points of the ballgame. Now Edey. Kuzma, that's good.
And beating solid D. Kuzma, what we call a new age force, scores inside and out and plays with a little swag.
That bucket in no time at all. 6 points for Mr.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Here's Jerome, covered by Joe. Jackson trying to break free. And that one is good from Jerome.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Joe can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start up the game. Jerome passes to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. And the dunk by Edey.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Well, Jokic is no stranger to contact, and it's going to take more than that to beat.
Denver foul. Jamal Murray.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
First team foul.
Morant.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant, taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Here's Joe. Nailed from three-point land. Joe's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Murray against Morant. Edey with it. Over to the wing. Lock at 6. Here's Jerome. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Joe, good.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
No slouch on defense. Jokic sending it back in the paint.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Joe Good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. You look at Mr. Clutch. He's really been playing well.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Christian Brown comes in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Pippen. And the layup falls.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Joe with it, guarded by Pippen. Here's Brown, and it's in there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Now here's Pippen. Here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Hardaway, leading by 5. Here's Joe. And again, it's the Nuggets from...
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Pippen. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Good O, better D. Sometimes it works out that way.
Here's Joe. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got G.G. Jackson. Brandon Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Jalen Wells. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, they're... relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Clark. And another shot. Aldama controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, terrific work by Aldama to save that possession.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, it was obvious. It was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun. Especially when you have it going like he did.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Joe. He's got 24. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Brandon Clark.
Well, that's the thing about Jokic. He makes you work defensively throughout the game.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Joe with it, guarded by Jerome. And he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there for Mr. Clutch.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Morant passes to Kuzma. Got a piece of it. Just 5 to shoot. No one near as Jerome lets it go. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Johnson finds Jokic. Here's Joe. He's got 27. Connects again from distance.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history. And the basket by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, the paint. Jackson has plenty of moves to beat good defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Substitute for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Hardaway is subbed in for Mr. Clutch. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Scottie Pippen comes. So it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Played like a man on fire in that first half. I gotta say, his performance has come out of the blue at the most opportune time for his team.
Well, sometimes a big game brings out the best in a player. There's so much.
And again for three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Denver leading by 14. Takes the three. Good! Another from three.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. The three. And again for three.
What can you say? Wow, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
An incredible achievement, one that will surely be celebrated around the world.
And after catching their breath, this crowd now showering them with a well-deserved applause.
LGA, he's put on a shooting clinic for sure. One of the best we've seen in playoff history.
Well, look, this guy's been on another level in this one. Every time he lets it fly from the perimeter, it feels like it's going to fall. We're watching a historic performance tonight.
Johnson against Kuzma. Pass to Edey. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. And Kuzma slams it in.
And the intensity on the boards. Kuzma using the long arms to keep plays going.
Joe Good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And there's the drive. Jerome, no good. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Joe. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Jerome. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
3 points.
Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Morant. Whoa!
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Denver calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon. Christian Brown's checked in for Johnson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Murray. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
Fires the 3. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Aldama inside. Watson's there. That one drops for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Joe, and another one.
What a performance. He's now tied for 3rd most points in single-game playoff history.
Well, GA, the way he's been scoring the ball, you had a feeling he'd leave his name in the record books.
Hey, guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Joe. Another bucket. Wow.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, GA. I know this, though. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. And Jackson gets it to go.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
From past the arc. And good. He hits it again.
And that bucket looks as wide as the Pacific Ocean. He just can't miss.
A phenomenal offensive exhibition, and now he is tied the all-time scoring mark for points in a playoff game.
And the great Michael Jordan may stand alone, but not in this category. He's got some...
And good! There's another.
And he set a new all-time record for single-game scoring in the playoffs.
I mean, what a night to remember. And for those of us who were lucky enough to witness it, I'm sure we will never forget this.
And it was way back in 1986 that Michael Jordan set the record of 63 points. And when you surpass the greatest of all time, you've done something special.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Ja Morant, he's out there with Pippen. Then there's Wells. Then it's G.G. Jackson. And it's Landale in at center. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Grizzlies.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
And the home fans responding, a chance to revel in the moment.
Yeah, Greg acknowledging their appreciation for his incredible scoring performance in a big game.
It's not often that you get to see history being made. I think people will be talking about his performance for a long time.
Nuggets win! Denver 104, Memphis 71. Thank you to everyone for coming out and supporting your teams. Please get home safely.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce,